Yo, 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 guitar lesson here for you guys. We're going to get a better understanding, hopefully, of major and minor relatives and what you're going to really want to know about it and why you want to even know anything about it. So, if you haven't noticed by now, most backing tracks, most songs are either in a minor key or a major key. Now, there's obviously more complex songs, there's modes and there's key changes and stuff like that. But in general, if you're going to be playing any kind of guitar solo or improvising, you're going to be probably playing in either a minor key or a major key. So, it's good to know that there are minor and major keys that have the same notes. In other words, the pentatonic scale that you play, any pentatonic scale that you memorize, any pattern you memorize, is going to either be major or minor, depending on the song. You can use it in either application. You can apply it to a major key or a minor key. So let me just show you, for example, most of us learn the pentatonic minor first. So let's just check out that A minor pentatonic scale. Okay, we all know and love that. Now, most people would say, okay, A minor, play it for an A minor backing track. Obviously, that's going to work. But if you know your relative major is C, then you realize you can use the same shape for a C major backing track. Not A major. A lot of people will just be like, I'm going to play this in A minor or A major. It works for certain reasons, but if you really want to understand what you're doing, you need to really check that. Like, that's not what we're doing here. We want to do things consciously. We don't want to just stumble upon things that work, but we don't know why they work. You're only going to be able to do that for so long before you start asking yourself some serious questions like, I don't know what I'm doing, for example. So anyway, the A minor works, obviously, in the key of A minor, but it also works in C major. Why does it work in C major? Because if we start on C, the second note, and play up to the next C, that gives us the C major pentatonic scale, which is the next shape. If you've learned the next shape of the pentatonic, it starts on C. So now this is starting to get a little confusing because here's the confusing part that I've kind of recognized is when we teach students and when everybody learns this first pattern, we call it the A minor or the minor pentatonic scale pattern. When in reality, it's both minor and major. It just depends on where you start. It's just a shape, in other words. You get to apply the meaning to the shape. If we're in C major, this is not an A minor pentatonic scale. It's not. It's C major. And everything wants to funnel to C. If we're in A minor, this is not a C major pentatonic scale. It's the A minor. No matter what you do, it's not going to want to resolve there. It's going to want to resolve to the A if you're in A minor. So the main point to get across here in this lesson is just kind of short and to the point. Don't label these patterns major or minor until you know what key you're in. Learn them, memorize the patterns, by all means. But don't start thinking that this is always going to be A minor pentatonic. Now, technically speaking, if you start on A, if you're not playing to a backing track, if you're just playing the scale, and you start on A and you end on A, that is the A minor pentatonic scale, of course. But if you see here, it doesn't even end on, the shape doesn't even end on A. It ends on C. Same with the C major pentatonic scale. If we start on C, end on C, it gives us the C major pentatonic scale, but the pattern itself ends on a D. So this is where the confusion kind of sets in. And sorry, my dog's a little anxious right now. I don't know what he's doing. Koki, hey, it's okay, buddy. Come here, hang out. Learning some music theory here. So that's just generally there. This is what really confuses everybody is the names that we're naming these patterns, because they're just patterns. And again, the name can change depending on what key it's in, if it's a major or minor key. So I hope this helps. This is how it works with all 12 keys. There's a major or a minor, relative major, minor in all 12 keys. So just be mindful of that. If, for example, if I'm in, let's say, B major, I'm also in G sharp minor. That's as far as not in, they're the relatives, excuse me. So this is either going to be G sharp minor pentatonic scale or a B major pentatonic scale, depending on the song. So this information will help you out a lot, because you will not have to rememorize new patterns and new shapes. You just change where the root notes are and where everything funnels to, and therefore then you can start to utilize both patterns for two different keys, or the same pattern for two different keys. And this works on the whole pentatonic shape, because the whole pentatonic shape is either going to be major or minor, and nothing about the patterns change. Just where we resolve is what changes. Is it either going to resolve to the minor, or is it going to resolve to the major? So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, hit me up. I'll be diving into more stuff like this as I make more videos. Peace.